furniture home stores today.
Today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
My brother met a woman on the internet named Kelly.
Kelly and I did get a marriage certificate in Nigeria.
How much time have you spent with her one-on-one?
We've never met.
Kelly could be a Nigerian man behind a computer.
Is his wife real?
I send money 2 times a week.
You sent her $135,000.
Or a Nigerian love scam?
You said you know this is real because what scam would go on for 29 months?
He's giving her everything.
You're selling your blood twice a month.
Twice a week.
But is he getting played?
She came back to the United States. How come she couldn't stop where you were?
I don't know.
Work with me here. She's come within a few miles of the man of her dreams, the man who's selling his plasma, and she can't swing by the house to say, hey, let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
I try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you.
Go, Dr. Phil.
Okay, now you guys all know me as Dr. Phil, right? I'm a TV host, a mental health professional, an author, a father, a grandfather. And when I sign my name, it looks like this. It's pretty simple, right? But my guest today is a very busy man. He has a laundry list of titles. Retired member of the United States Army Reserve, international business consultant, senior tax accountant, business owner, entrepreneur, investor, and soon-to-be millionaire. Yeah, you heard it right. And of the millions he claims to be on the verge of making, so far his grand total collected is 0. Take a look.
I currently have 5 inheritance deals and 1 investment deal. There's 1 inheritance deal for $100 million, 1 for $65 million, 1 for $32.7 million, 1 for $25.6 million, 1 for $1.7 million. And then I do have an investment deal. It's $25 million. If I added up all the deals, it would be between $200 and $250 million. And my cut, if I had 40%, would be about $80 million roughly. I haven't made any money on these deals as of right now, but the potential there is huge.
Steve says in order to make money, you need to spend money.
As a consultant for my clients, I take care of any and all expenses that they need paid, medical expenses, personal expenses, food, hotel, transaction fees. That's the biggest thing. There's a late fee for this, $500, or if you have to restore the transaction, it's $500, or you got to do an extension, that's $625, and you know, it just seems like it goes on and never ends. To date, I have spent pretty close to $135,000. I figure it's probably about $1,000 a week, roughly. My clients, you know, they expect me to have the money. Whatever is needed, they expect me to have money like right now. I've even had to walk several miles in the soul, maybe 3 miles, just to send money via Western Union and then, you know, walk back home again. I wish I had a money tree or a money machine. I'm 100% committed to funding any and all of my deals. Getting them done as soon as possible.
Things get extra complicated here.
I met Kelly on a dating website June 7th of 2012. I just love her. She's very beautiful and warm, kind, caring, and loving. Kelly's about 5'7". She's got long, dark, black hair. This photo here, I mean, she's in the water and she's busty. I like that, obviously. This one, it's kind of like she's out in the field thinking about how wonderful it would be to be with Steven. Kelly is an American girl currently living in Nigeria. Kelly and I correspond through email and Yahoo Messenger. It was really the first day that Kelly and I realized that we were meant for each other, we loved each other. Kelly and I did get a marriage certificate in Nigeria. I believe we are considered married there. Kelly has to stay in Nigeria because Kelly is in line to inherit $25.6 million because her parents died back in 2010 and her dad worked in the Nigerian National Petroleum Company. From the day I met her, Kelly hasn't had any money, so the way she's gotten her money is through me. Tried to call Kelly's attorney, James, to get Kelly to come online and text me. Hi, James, it's Steve. I was able to send the money. I texted the information to Kelly. She got it? A lot of the money does go towards just basic living needs, food. We had her in a hotel at one time. That was like $400 or $500 a week. There's been several times where Kelly's been in the hospital or she's been in jail, so she's needed $100, $200, $500. I've sent Kelly about $103,000 in the last 29 months. I've not met Kelly, but it doesn't matter. I love her just the same. She has an inheritance coming. I've always wanted to be a millionaire, so it's like a match made in heaven.
So, listen, tell me why you're here.
Well, basically, my family hasn't been supportive of what I'm doing.
Right.
I've got several inheritance deals going on, and I've been, working hard on them, trying to get money. That's been the biggest problem.
But your family doesn't believe that these inheritance deals you're working on are legitimate.
That's correct. They don't believe it at all.
Okay, they think you're being scammed?
Exactly.
Okay, could they be right?
No.
No.
No, I'd put my life on it.
You are in love.
Yes.
Okay, and how fast did you fall in love?
That was pretty much right away.
So tell me about Kelly. Tell me a little bit about her. She's an American, right?
Yes.
U.S. girl?
Yes.
From?
She lived in North Dakota.
And what does she do for a living?
Well, she was going to school for nursing.
Where'd she go to school there?
North Dakota. I'm not sure the name of the college.
And you say she's really naive. You said she's a rich girl who doesn't understand the way the world works, really.
Right. She doesn't have a lot of practical business experience.
Uh-huh.
No.
And do her parents help her out?
Well, I'm sure they did, but they were in a car accident back in 2010. And that's the reason that, we're trying to get her inheritance. So they've been, gone for about 4 years already.
Okay. And they were killed in a car wreck in Ohio.
In Ohio, right.
You know that because she told you about that.
Right.
At this point, she's stuck in Nigeria?
Yes. She's been there for a couple of years.
What was she doing over there?
Well, she has to be there to sign and to help the transaction along. I mean, it's her inheritance.
Now, how much time have you actually spent with her personally, just the two of you together, one-on-one?
We've never met personally. I mean, it's usually just through Yahoo Messenger that we talk.
And this has been going on for 29 months?
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons you know this is for real, is because what scam would go on for 29 months?
Well, yeah, right. I mean, I think people have better things to do than, try and get money from somebody who doesn't have any for 29 months.
Can we try to get her on the phone and let her be part of this conversation?
We can.
All right. Let's do that. I would love to talk to her. So do we call her or do we contact her attorney?
She's staying with the attorney that's working with us.
Is this a woman attorney?
No, it's a male.
Can we try to call her?
Hello, please. I can hear you, please.
Is Kelly available?
Yeah.
Could you put her on the phone, please?
Hello, please. I can hear you, please.
He's apparently not hearing us.
Yeah, I think that's a recording that keeps playing. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to find out what happened to Steve a few years ago that he believes makes him an expert at spotting scammers. Plus, we're going to meet his sister, who says Steve is delusional. We'll be right back.
My brother Steve is delusional. One time, Steve believed he had won an international lottery. He hadn't even entered. He met a woman on the internet named Kelly. Kelly could be a Nigerian man behind a computer. Stephen has been scammed for over 10 years.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil. She claims she's dying,
I do not believe that my daughter has cancer.
but mom says she's lying.
Did you put up a GoFundMe page?
For my children.
You think he's trying to rip people off?
Who's telling the truth?
You refused to give us any medical records at all.
No, I didn't refuse.
There was a biopsy done. They said no malignancy. Do you believe you have cancer?
I'm trying to think of an answer.
How about the truth?
Tomorrow. Then on Thursday, they say their daughter's boyfriend hooked her on heroin.
She's OD'd 16 times.
Do you get it? Do you want help?
You cannot see him and live. This is done.
That's Thursday.
Well, Steve says he is on the verge of becoming a multimillionaire if his friends and family would just give him the money he needs to pay his clients in Nigeria. It costs money to make money. He sent over $100,000 overseas, but says it's a small price to pay for the millions he's about to get. Now, his sister Tammy says Steve has been scammed in the past, and she thinks it's happening again right now.
My brother Steve is delusional and in heavy denial. Stephen has been scammed for over 10 years. One time, Steve believed he had won an international lottery. Well, he hadn't even entered it, but he said they entered for him. And in order to get his millions of dollars, he ended up sending $900 and not getting anything. After the lottery scam, it was an investment deal where you put $1,000 into this, and in 6 months you'd get $25,000. Steve sent $1,000. He got nothing in return.
In 2006, I actually was scammed. There's 2 men from Nigeria contacted me in an email saying they could get me $20.5 million. Well, I ended up paying them $15,000. I did neglect my child support payments in order to fund this Nigerian scam.
Steve met a woman on the internet named Kelly. He's been sending money to for at least 2 years, and he thinks he's going to marry her. It's not even the person he's talking to. Kelly could be a Nigerian man behind a computer. This year, Stephen was caught trying to cash a bad check.
I had received a treasury check for $32,750. I was supposed to get the money and send $5,000, and then I would get the balance, but instead, I ended up being arrested at the bank.
That was a felony charge.
Because I've been scammed in the past, that experience allows me to apply it to other real inheritances. Indeed, the inheritances that I'm working on, they're definitely not scams. They're real.
Okay, well, Steve's sister Tammy and niece Kadist are joining us. Tammy, let me start with you. You don't believe this for a second.
No.
And you're concerned about this to the point that you actually tried, you went to court and petitioned to get a conservatorship over him, where he could not spend any money, send any money to anybody for any reason, correct?
Right.
And how'd that go?
It didn't go that well.
Was that offensive to you?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and you underwent some testing, right?
Yes.
And what did they tell you? What was the result of the testing?
No, I already knew that I was intelligent.
Right.
I didn't know I had delusional disorder, but it's not going to stop me from being a millionaire.
Okay, but what did they tell you about delusional disorder?
Well, it's just my thinking is maybe a little different than other people. I grew up in a small town. I mean, I trust and I'm more trusty of people than most people are. So that makes me a little more vulnerable to, scam artists and such people. The problem that they wouldn't give you the conservatorship is that in America you have the right to make really bad decisions.
Yeah. I did hear that. It's not against the law to make bad decisions.
We even elect people to make really bad decisions. You're a college student, and he's asked you for money, right?
Yes.
But he's an adult, and you're saying, I'm a college student with bills, and he's coming to me asking me for money so he can go become a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
Does that seem odd to you?
Yeah, he knows I never did it, so it's just kind of been continuous. And
she's just like me. She doesn't have any money either.
I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, okay. All right, Steve says he'll do whatever it takes to get his money to Africa. We're going to see just how far he goes to get this done when we come back.
Even match the music, they can't even rap, they're just black producing. Now they wanna crack the new shit, they just wanna act, they done bath the new kids. They can't even match the music, they can't even rap, they're just black producing. They just wanna crack the new shit, they just wanna act, they done bath the new kids. Sorry big man, with your big life and your kick man. Sorry big man, with your big life and your whip man. Sorry big man, sorry big.
We're going to go over to a grocery store. I send money via MoneyGram, average 2 times a week. 40, 60, 88. I've got 903 on me. But it is important to do it today because it was actually due yesterday, so the sooner I get it there, the better.
You're your sister, lived in the woods because you say she wanted you to think she was dead.
We can't sleep at night. We can't function.
My life right now is working okay.
You're paying a guy to choke you to death in the woods. That's not working. She's posting that you killed your own baby.
Watch your mouth, okay?
Hey, don't talk to me like that.
Excuse me? We almost got fired from our jobs because of what you posted.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Plus, exes at war.
He says you are keeping his children from him.
Fighting each other.
He was kicked out after he threw me through the wall.
You pushed me, I pushed you back.
You grabbed my throat, and then I grabbed your throat.
I didn't grab your throat.
And fighting for custody.
You did coke while you were with her?
Yes, sir. After the kids were put to bed.
It all happens.
What if this is a changing day in your life?
This February on Dr. Phil. Of Standing Tall.
My brother Stephen was a popular guy in high school. He was homecoming king, great athlete. He misses being popular, and he wants to help people and be seen as maybe a hero. Just like this inheritance scam he has going. She needs help getting this inheritance, so he's the one. And he's selected of all the people out there, he was selected. But Steve is not a hero to these people. He's being scammed.
Steve's family worries that he is being taken for a ride. He says he is under constant pressure with weekly deadlines from his clients, as he calls them, in Africa. Now, Steve was only in Los Angeles a few hours before he was insisting on making a trip to MoneyGram. And our cameras merely followed him as he sent his money overseas. Take a look at this.
I send money via MoneyGram, average 2 times a week. Between $400 and $500 is what I usually send. I've sent up to like $2,500 at one time. We're gonna go over to a grocery store so that I can send some money. $325 to South Africa and $500 to Nigeria. 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 903. I've got 903 on me. I got to send 325 plus it's a $10 sending fee, so it'll be 335, and then 500 is a $10 sending fee, 510. So 510 and 335 is what, 845. So I'll have about $58 left. But it is important to do it today because it was actually due yesterday, so the sooner I get it there, the better. Oh, I see. I sent the 325 to South Africa for the $32.7 million inheritance deal. And I sent the 500 to Nigeria for the $25.6 million inheritance deal. The money I sent to South Africa is the balance of the extension, so we'll get the transaction hopefully extended for one more month in order to come up with the $1,250 that we need to get the big money. And then actually in Nigeria, it was we had to pay a $500 restore fee to restore the transaction. This is my life, you know. You got a goal and purpose, you got to do what it takes. That's the only way you're going to get to where you're going.
I've got an excerpt from a police report here. It says, February 12th of this year, at approximately 11:19 a.m., a defendant herein was attempting to cash a check for $32,750 United States Treasury check, which the bank had investigated and found to be fraudulent. He thought the check was legitimate, although too good to be true. Now, where did you get this fraudulent check?
Well, it was from another deal out of Ghana that somebody was afraid of their life and they had inheritance coming and they wanted me to help them to get their money, bring it over here, and then they would meet me here.
And so you took it in and tried to cash it?
Well, deposit it, yes.
Deposit it, because they wanted you to deposit it and then send them $5,000.
Well, they actually give me names of like 5 people that I was supposed to send $5,000 to, but I couldn't do it unless the check cleared.
So they're going to send you fake money so you could send them real money. Exactly. So you were getting scammed in February of this year.
Right, yep.
Did that seem reasonable to you?
To me it did.
That just sounds shady on its face, right?
To most people it would, but I have delusional disorder.
Well, you're saying that sarcastically, but the truth is you're on probation for that.
Yes, I am.
You've been sending MoneyGrams and Western Union wires to your clients, and I have a list of it here. In 2012, you have spent $29,916.67 In 2013, $31,330.47. 2014, $41,347. $34.17 that you sent to this woman and her lawyer, who was on the phone, but when he hears my voice, all of a sudden, he dummies up. Then this is another of your clients, Susan, and her contact, Michael, in South Africa. You've sent $2,700, $19,000, $6,800. Then Vera and Ken, $3,400. Aisha and Lita in Indonesia, $543. And here are your totals down here. You've shipped off in the last 3 years $138,881.80. What have you gotten back?
Nothing right now.
Is Kelly worried about you spending all this money on her and you get nothing in return?
Is she worried about it? Yeah, I mean, she is.
She feel bad about you spending all this money?
Yeah, I know she does.
Well, I know some things about Kelly that I bet even you don't know, which I think will help you know her better than you do now. So we're going to talk more about Kelly, and you're going to have a more intimate knowledge of this woman you love right after the break.
I am 21 years old and currently in college. Even though Steven knows that I have bills to pay, he doesn't hesitate to ask me for money. Steven's asked me for money over 5 times. Steven's asked me to use my checking account to deposit checks or receive wire transfers. And I told him I was not going to be a part of it. I feel like it's pretty sad that a grown man his age would ask a college student for money.
Okay, I'm back with Steve and his sister Tammy and his niece Kadish. Now, you're working very hard and sending every penny you can get your hands on overseas in getting your hands on this money, right?
Right.
And we're talking $25.6 million of inheritance for Kelly, the woman that you're married to. You have a marriage certificate with in Nigeria, although she's an American.
Right.
And you're delivering phone books. You're working on accounting. You're selling your blood.
Well, plasma.
Plasma, twice a month.
Twice a week.
Twice a week, I'm sorry, twice a week. To get money, and you take it and send it over there. Wow. Okay, and you know she exists because she went to nursing school in North Dakota, right?
Right.
We contacted North Dakota State University, which is the biggest nursing school in North Dakota, and here's their letter. This letter is to verify that Kelly Kente is not currently enrolled at North Dakota State University, and according to our records, she has never been enrolled at North Dakota State University. Well, what you're thinking?
Looks pretty bad.
My research team did find some suspicious-looking posts online about a Kelly Kente being from the following locations. Los Angeles, Melbourne, Calumet, Vincent, Alabama, Miami, Florida, Perbiaggio, Italy, Pennington Gap, Virginia, Ghana, West Africa, Nigeria. Now, during the 29 months that you were in contact with her, there was one period that she actually came back to the United States, right?
Right.
And where was she?
In North Dakota, I assume.
And why didn't you go see her?
I was trying to go. It just never worked out. We tried to get together several times.
Steve, come on. You're in love with this woman.
Yes.
You're sending her $135,000. It's stuck in Nigeria. And she makes it all the way back to North Dakota? This is the woman you love. You are obsessed with her. You want to see her. You've got a picture. She's standing in a field thinking about you, and all of a sudden that field's in North Dakota. Well, how come she couldn't stop where you were?
I don't know.
Come, work with me here. She's come all the way from Nigeria to within a few hundred miles of where you are. The man of her dreams, the man who's selling his plasma, and she can't swing by the house to say, hey?
I don't know why she didn't, but...
You got an email from her saying she was there.
Maybe, I don't...
No, you did. You gave it to us. That email she sent you saying that she was there on Friday, October 12th of 2012 at 1:51:16, saying that she's in North Dakota? Mm-hmm. It originated from Nigeria. She was never in North Dakota. She was in Nigeria.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil. Is she dying?
I have stomach cancer.
Or is she lying?
I do not believe that my daughter has cancer.
Did you put up a GoFundMe page?
For my children.
You think she's trying to rip people off?
That's tomorrow.
Closed captioning provided by
777.
Despite telling Steve she was born in the States and attending U.S. nursing school, Kelly's grammar just doesn't seem to match. For example, Kelly Kente, to you, waiting to talk to you, now I even text your line. How is things? I got no respond. Carries your name on it. I have just forwarded the email. You also refused to pick my call. So sorry for miss, 2 S's placing your phone, but you ain't responding. It doesn't deliver to you. My husband, I understand, no R, how you're tight shuled this period. This is a translation problem for whom English is a second language. So what do you think?
Or you have to forget about her, I guess.
Well, but do you believe that?
Yeah.
But do you believe that?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know, Steve. I don't know if I believe it when he says it. You know, we talked about, I think it was 2 years ago, we first talked about that.
But yet then you've gotten so mad at your family because they wouldn't give you money that you sent them emails. I don't want to hear the word scam or job around me anymore. If my family can't trust me, believe in me, and assist me to give me the financial help that I need, then I don't want or need any of you, and I promise that you will never see me again. I have a client dying in a hospital because I can't get anyone to believe in me or help me. God help all of you if she dies. Love, Stephen. Look, we wanted to see who this woman was. Mm-hmm. If it's not her, who is it?
Right.
You want to know that, right?
Yes.
This is romancecamp.com. Pearl Daniel by name, here in California. I live in Sacramento. This is a website that is up with that picture. This is the picture from the field, right?
Right.
Where she's thinking about you. You can see, you've got that picture too, right? This is an actress in porn videos. We then thought we would go see if, in fact, she was getting any work as a porn actress. And she is.
That's her, huh?
Well, you tell me. All these different sites, you can understand why I'm not showing this to the camera. You guys, don't be looking over his shoulder. Now, we don't think this woman is involved in any kind of scam at all. We think they've stolen her identity. Mm-hmm. Now, So you're going to find out what happened when we went to Kelly's attorney's office in Nigeria. So who is this James Campbell? We put representatives on the ground in Nigeria, and we knocked on the door. We knocked on the door in Nigeria. You're going to see what we found out when we come back.
My parents are retired, living on a fixed income. He thought the parents should just put $500 on their credit card. And because that wasn't done, Steve called the whole family moronic idiot.
I think I said if Mom didn't give me the $4,500 that I was going to kill her, but it was just a threat.
Well, I'm back with Steve, Cammie, and Kadist, and we're trying to find out exactly what's going on here because this fine gentleman has been in a good faith relationship with someone that he believes to be the love of his life, someone that he thinks is stuck in Nigeria, unsophisticated, needing help, that he has been making great sacrifices to provide. I'm providing information that she may not be who she says she is. While we've been talking, his cell phone has been ringing, and Kelly has been trying to call him. So I have your cell phone here. You want to try and call her?
Sure.
Can you put it on speaker?
Hello, James?
Hello?
Can you put Kelly on? Is she available?
No, she's not there. I'm not home right now. So you can play all that while I talk to her.
She's not home?
Hello, James? James?
Hello?
James?
Yes?
Hello, James?
Oh, man.
This attorney, James Campbell, we have a contact in Nigeria named Ben. We asked him to go to the address to see if he could find James. Ben, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So tell me, you went to this location. What did you find?
When I got there, I found a boutique.
Okay, this is a boutique. You say this is a boutique?
Yeah. I met a lady at the boutique, and I asked her if she knows any James Campbell or any law firm at that address.
Uh-huh.
And she told me that there has never been a law firm at that address.
Never been a law firm at that address in 15 years?
Yeah.
Steve, you're looking at the building that's at that address, and that's the building that you see in this picture here, and that, I'm telling you, that's phony. That's not his address. We didn't stop there. We actually sent Ben in Nigeria to Kelly's actual address to see if we could meet her and invite her to come to the show. Take a look.
I'm about to go in and knock at the door. Hello, good afternoon. Do you know any Kelly? Eh? Do you know any Kelly? Kelly. Okay, maybe we'll check back. Thank you very much. I met a lady who told me that she doesn't know any Kelly and that she is the only one in the house at the moment.
Okay, so we went to Kelly's address. There's no Kelly there. So what about these parents that don't seem to exist that weren't killed on the road in Ohio in 2010 that have all of this oil shares? Steve says Kelly's dad worked for the Nigerian National Petroleum Company and he has the documents to prove it. Nigerian National Petroleum Company, we are hereby awarding allocated 900,000 barrels of Bonnie Light crude oil worth $15,600,000 United States dollars from Nigeria National Petroleum Corporation to Mr. Richard Kente under the supervision of the managing director of the company. good luck in your way forward. Then over here, federal government of Nigeria, President Goodluck over here, from the president of Goodluck, and that is the president's picture, and that is the president's name. And it's signed down here by the president, right?
Right.
Pretty good. Right?
Right.
Only problem is, boy misspelled his name down here. It's down here, it's G-U-D-L-U-C-K. Up here, it's G-O-O-D-L-U-C-K. They can't even get the president's name right in the same document. Good luck, good luck. Good luck. I mean, I'm really trying here. I want you to.
International. Girl, what's your name? I have to know. Ain't no one else in your lane. Let's fill this car with gas and go. No hesitation, I'm on it. If that's the way that you want it, that's cool with me, so let's ride. Let's go somewhere that you like.
I'm trying to make great clarity for you here from every angle. We put people on the ground in Nigeria for you here.
Right.
We've drilled down on these documents for you here. We found this woman. We know who she is. I went even further. Joining us via Polycom is Ambassador Tinalabi from the Nigerian consulate. Mr. Ambassador, is there any way in the world that Nigeria would transfer Nigerian wealth, Nigerian rights to oil properties or claims in this manner to someone?
No, it never happens. We have rules and laws and processes and procedures in doing business. Staff are not paid on the basis of shares of oil allocation. No. They work for it and they are paid their salary and their entitlements. And those of us who want to invest in Nigeria should be prepared to work and not to think that they can just come into the country and begin to dollars. No.
All right, great. Mr. Ambassador, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for weighing in on this. Coming up, is Steve truly convinced yet? I plan to ask him. We'll be right back. Closed captioning provided by...
Don't hide. Hide your cold sore while you treat it. New Carmex Cold Sore Treatment blocks pain and itch while making your cold sore less noticeable. Get your coupon now.
Plus, on drphil.com, you can see sneak previews of upcoming shows. Log on today.
You're trying to get rich. Mm-hmm. I understand. That's how people get scammed. There's different kinds of currency. There's monetary currency, there's emotional currency, and you're getting paid. There's a currency to this for you. It's the excitement, it's the exhilaration, it's the dream, it's living in this world where you're feeling connected to something,
right,
to somebody. You're getting a payoff, aren't you? Because it's exciting, right?
Sure it is.
But you're missing out on the real connection of meeting somebody in your life and doing something where you're really making a contribution, because what you're doing now is just paying off some scammers.
I mean, I obviously need help.
I just want my brother back, Steve. I missed him. It's okay. We can help you. It's okay. Good news, talk. Getting on the right path. We can do this. I'll be there to help you.
We can do it together.
That's right.
You've always been there for me.
That's right. I'll always be there for you.
I appreciate you so much, Timmy.
Wow.
But you've been, you know, this is an obsession with you, and
yes.
You call it an addiction if you want, but it behaves that way.
Right.
And it gets to where you become so fixated on it that you will hurt the people around you in the service of that obsession.
It's no different than a drug addict.
If you believe what we've presented to you today,
I do,
then that means the bleeding has stopped. So already the flow has stopped. And the first thing that you need to do, take my advice, unplug.
Right.
Change your phone numbers. Change your phone numbers. Get off the internet. Unplug. Because let me tell you, these people are relentless. They are relentless. They will pick and pick and pick and pick. We've tracked these people down before. They're in some internet cafe over there, and they've got a whole board of people up here, and they pull up your history and say, okay, what have I said to him? Oh, my God. And they have all of these stories they tell. Let's say, oh, this one my parents died. This one I'm in the hospital. You know, this one they're holding my wages. This one they got all these stories, you know. And you need to unplug. And when the bleeding stops, then all of a sudden, all that money you've been sending, it's now available.
Right.
It's now available that you can start spending on your daughter. You can start rebuilding your life then. And you've got to help me here. You get what you give. You know, you plant a tater, you get a tater. You get what you give. You got to put something in so you get something out.
Right.
Put something in here. Don't just be passive. Put something in. I got scammed. I won't do it again. I'm going to get you some help. Will you take it?
Yes.
Will you take the help? Will you, no kidding, take the help and start testing your reality?
Yes, I will.
All right. Okay. Did we get this done? Yes. We got this done? Okay.
So much.
Denise, thank you. We got this done? All right. I want to thank all of my guests today, and a special thanks to Ambassador Tinalabi and Ben reporting from Nigeria. If you want more tips for spotting a scam, be sure to log on to drphil.com, because we're going to tell you how to spot them, because these guys have a pattern. These scammers aren't near as smart as they think they are. They leave clues, and we know how to spot them. We'll see you next time. Proud to know you, my friend. We'll get this done, all right? Thank you so much. Thanks. You bet. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. See you guys.